Hey, Cubs fan, this is Brandon coming at you with a week in review. These Cubs stars are finally clicking. If you guys are excited to see meaningful baseball finally start hitting Wrigley, please hit that like and hype button. This is as of a March 6th recording, and PCA and Bregman has a couple of extra at-bats on there from their exhibition games as representatives of Team USA. But these guys have rate, specifically the first three. Alex Bregman homered in 3 straight games. He's also seeing the ball very well by walking more than he's striking out. Jefferson Rojas has been slugging .727 in spring training with 2 home runs. Pete did look like he was starting off to a slow start, but in a game against the White Sox, he served up 2 hits. Carson Kelly has hit 2 homers. My only concern is that he's struck out 4 times and walked none. Same with Michael Busch. Honestly, the reason why Michael Busch is on this one and Carson Kelly is on the other one is because Carson Kelly hit 2 homers. Michael Busch has smoked 3 doubles when he has gotten a hold of it, but he struck out 6 times and hasn't walked at all. Nico Hoerner will figure it out. He's a pure hitter. Although he was talking about trying to tap into a little more power potential and understanding that he may sacrifice a little bit of contact. Although I don't think that this sample size is enough to tell if it's hindering him. We will over at least the course of a couple of months. Ian Happ, I feel like, is always just a slow starter. Chas McCormick has gotten a lot of opportunities and has struck out 8 times and hasn't walked at all. Same with Kevin Alcantara. Please share and subscribe. Once again, we are close to that goal. We are 22 away. I need you guys to go on down there, go on, subscribe if you guys like what's going on. We are going to be moving on to a pitcher. I don't really want to talk about the pitchers too much as it pertains to who's hot and who's not, because I may be going about them in depth in the future. You guys should probably subscribe if you guys would like to see a pitcher breakdown video. But I'm going to go into a prospect, Jackson Wiggins, that didn't really pitch too well against the Angels. He gave up 6 hits and 5 earned runs. Honestly, I wasn't too concerned when this outing came about because the first run was a double off of Mike Trout. He also gave up a double to Zach Neto. Okay, you just gave up 2 doubles to 2 of the best players within the organization. And then after that, the hardest hit ball was a Trey Mancini single at 100 miles an hour. Good to see that Trey Mancini is still playing baseball. And the last run was a Chris Taylor double. He didn't give up the double. He was actually taken out already at that point, but that run still counts for him. He still struck out 3 as well, and he kept his strikeout total high in his outing against Lil Bro, the Milwaukee Brewers. He had 2 innings pitched. He shut them out with no runs. He did walk a guy, which is perfectly fine. He didn't give up any hits, and he K'd 2. This is the bounce back that I do love to see from Jackson Wiggins. I think, honestly, he has the stuff. And if the Cubs were aggressive and pushed him to the big leagues this year, I wouldn't blame them. Speaking of the big league roster, 6 guys on that roster made the ESPN top 100 players list. Comment who you guys think the Cubs' best player is down below. Do you guys want to know who ESPN is? Of course it was PCA. ESPN had Pete at 22, Nico at 55, Bregman at 61, Dansby at 82, Busch at 86, and Suzuki at 92. Now, do you guys think that ESPN got that right? Let me know. Personally, I think that PCA has the best potential on our team, and I do think that his ceiling is probably top 10, 15 talent, but a second half OPS at 634 does not constitute putting a guy anywhere near the top 20. If I saw him at like 30s and 40s, I would have been a little more like, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Same with if he was closer to Nico Hoerner's rankings, if I saw Nico Hoerner a little bit higher and I saw Pete Crow Armstrong a little bit lower, I would have been like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. Dansby Swanson, if I saw him not on that list, I would have also been like, that's okay, because he wasn't the greatest last year. He was hitting just around a league average OPS, and even though he's a great defensive player, he wasn't as good as he was in past years. But Michael Busch that low? Are you kidding me? Again, nobody puts respect on Michael Busch's name. Look at his OPS. It was 12th ranked in the league. He had a 9th ranked WRC plus. I just went over this guy in my rankings. As I said, Nico's probably a little bit higher. PCA is a little bit lower. Dansby's probably out, honestly. Michael Busch is a lot higher. Seiya Suzuki is okay where he's at, maybe a little bit higher. No Cubs pitchers on that list is okay, though. I understand that just because I think that we have a bunch of guys on our team that would be really good number 2 pitchers or number 3 pitchers on World Series contenders, but we don't have like a number 1 dominant ace. I think that's going to be Edward Cabrera, and by next year he could be on that list, but especially going from a team in the Marlins that had a DRS at 9, going to the Cubs that had a DRS at 67. I would just imagine Edward Cabrera to have a lot better results because the people behind him are a lot better defenders. All in all, not a horrible list besides what I've already noted. Thank you all for joining. Once again, please like and subscribe, comment, tell me what you guys love about all of this. I want to be very receptive. I'm making all of this for you guys. Love all y'all. Go Cubs, go.